the holiday weekend, and it's time for the end of day PulseWave report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist. All right, so we're going to make this really quick. Not a lot to talk about because we're just coming off of a holiday. So, a lot of just, you can say, jockeying for position, if you will. If you take a look here at the gold futures, that'll give you kind of an idea of what I mean. So, basically, we came into the holiday and you had a rally that fizzled out. The market crashed and sold off into the close. And not only did you fall after hitting the overhead trendline resistance, but then you fell below the Kumo cloud support as well. So this was just like a reverse flash crash, a flash rally, only to have the market come back down and reverse itself in the bearish zone, setting up an opportunity for bears to get on board and start selling again. So you're in the bearish zone, but you have a bullish configuration with the bulls managing to keep the price elevated without crashing any further. So you're at a very interesting spot right now in the gold futures. Just had to show you that. If you take a look at just what's happening in the markets in general, the picture starts to become a little clearer. Here's silver. All right, similar situation, except for silver is a lot more bearish than gold. You're in the bearish zone, but you're below the Kumo cloud and below the trend line resistance. Okay, totally below it. So it's weaker. And then when you crashed into the close today on silver, you fell all the way from the highs and just technically bounced off of the lows. So this one was extremely bearish going into the close and threatening to have the bears come in and push it even lower. Even though you're in a bearish zone, you are still in a somewhat bullish configuration where you could rally. You could do a support rally from here, but you still be met with the overhead trendline resistance in the bottom of the Kumo cloud, both very strong resistance points. So again, very interesting setups in the market right now. If you take a look at the euro, though, the euro is extremely weak to the dollar. Here you are hitting new lows and falling into the close. You're in a bearish zone. Momentum is pointing lower. It looks like the dollar is going to continue to rally at this point. I know, right? Take a look at the US dollar index. You can see what I mean. All right, so it's possible now that you've topped out in the US dollar, and now the market's ready to get back into a bearish stance and start to correct back down to the trend line resistance around the 91 handle. So again, you're at the crossroads here. You're in a bullish zone, but you're now in a bearish configuration. Very interesting flip-floppage. Some of this may be just from the holiday weekend, but we'll see. The big story today, though, is soybeans. Look at this crash and burn. So you came into everything with the bulls in control, technical bounce off the lows, right? You got a short-term low put in. Markets trying to get up there toward that overhead trend line resistance, but fell real short of that. And then coming right off the holiday, it should be noted that there was no temporary limited trading on the 4th of July for soybeans. They were closed altogether. So today is the first day back. And the first day back, you do this. All right. You fall to the point where now we have to issue a crash alert sell signal now, as the bulls have lost temporary control. Looks like the technical bounce is over. The bears have come in and saw this rally as an opportunity to sell the market again. So you're in a bearish zone, but you're not yet totally in a bearish configuration. But the market is looking like it may want to start trending lower. So very interesting time to be in these markets. Well, OPEC decided that they were going to cancel a meeting that they were scheduled to have, and as a result, oil took it on the chin. So you have a crash alert sell signal for tonight and tomorrow's trading. Looks like we're putting in a possible short-term top in oil. It did get pretty up there. I mean, you got to the nosebleed section. You got all the way up to 76.97. And now this one is threatening to come out of the bullish zone and the bullish configuration altogether. All right, it's threatening to come down here to the trend line support around the $69 handle. So it's a short and trading week. I wouldn't put too much into what we're seeing, just the fact that you got to pay attention to it. How we close this week, though, will be very telling. Here's your Dow. So your Dow fell the most out of the indexes today as far as point-wise. Here's your crash alert sell signal. The market stopped short right at the top of the Kumo cloud. Trendline support is right at the 34,000 mark. So that's another 400 points and you'll be there. And it's almost right in the center of the Kumo cloud. Then you got your Kumo cloud support down here around the 33,500 level. So you're still in a bullish zone here in the Dow, and you still have a bullish configuration for now. Can the bulls keep the bears at bay, or we're about to have a steeper correction like we did back here and like we did back here? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you see the Dow is on board, but then when you look at the NASDAQ, though, the NASDAQ is not on board. The NASDAQ is still in the bullish zone and still in a bullish configuration. And you keep hitting new all-time highs on a daily basis in the NASDAQ. It just won't stop. Now, this can go on for some time. It's not normal, but it has happened in the past. Back in the 07, 08, we had a situation where the Dow and S&P was hitting new all-time highs, and the NASDAQ was nowhere near it. All right? This is kind of the reverse of that. The tech sector is pumping up. Some people will say, well, it's because of, China cracking down on technology, but I don't put any stock in that, ladies and gentlemen. Not at all. Not at all. Last but not least, here's your Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still going through it as well. You're in a bearish zone and you're in a bearish configuration. So all the ingredients are here for the Bitcoin to literally sell off. You got a lot of flippage in your alerts as well, flip-flopping around. But right now, I would have to say that the bears are in control of the market. We came into today with a crash alert sell signal. We didn't get any downside production as of yet. Instead, we got that narrow inside day, which means that tonight into tomorrow could be the time where we see it. All right. We could actually see it. All right. We could see a sell-off coming here in your Bitcoin. All right. Taking out the bearish pointer here and here. So just heads up on that. Can the markets change its mind and do something else? Of course it can. But right now, this is it. Okay. All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you today. Remember to go to PulseWaveTrading.com so you can sign up to get these reports in your hand during the trading day, so you know exactly how to position yourself in these markets, know when to take profit on trades, know when to cash it in, and all that other good stuff. Know when to short, know when to get long, all that good stuff. We got tons of tutorials right there on the website for you. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.